morning everyone, welcome to this new video here on OTEX. Today I'm going to be taking you with me on a day through my life here in Da Nang, Vietnam. Mostly focusing on all the costs that we make, like food or other expenses here. As you might know, we're currently living in Da Nang it was 3 months, but we're actually leaving I think at the end of this week. It's Thursday now. So it's also a little bit of a goodbye video here, at least in Da Nang. Of course there will be coming lots of other different videos on our next destination. So yeah, it's kind of special as well. As you might know, we're working here on our own businesses, so most of the day, at least for the beginning of the day, will be focused on work. We may have to go to the immigration office today, but I will tell you more about that later. Yeah, so for now we've just finished getting ready. It's around 8:30 in the morning and we're going to head out to one of our favorite cafes here in the city. It's a short drive, I think about 10 minutes, and we've been going here for 2 days in a row now, so this will be the third, and we've just been loving it so far. Yeah, and I'm going to be showing you all the costs here in Da Nang, so you can expect what the prices are. And of course it's very different if you're going for Western food or local food, but I'm going to try to show you everything in this video. So if you're ready, let's go. So we have our own motorbike that costs us around 75,000 Vietnamese dong per day, so that's around 3 euros. So that's great. We're free to go wherever we want to go, and yeah, so as I said, we're now going to a cafe and I'm very excited to start working. Arrived at our first spot of the day, 91 Concept Coffee. It's around 10 minutes drive with the motorbike from our apartment, so that's perfect. And we've been here now for the third day in a row, and yeah, so far it's just been pretty amazing. It's a Japanese style coffee shop, and my personal favorite is the matcha cocoa latte. Unfortunately it's not available today, so I'm having a normal matcha, and that's 55,000 Vietnamese dong, so that's around, yeah, let's say 2 euros, I think. So yeah, that's pretty amazing. If you compare it to the Netherlands, I think you pay for a matcha in a cafe easily 7 euros, so that's a big difference. And the matcha is here, very great here as well. So this will be our spot to work from for this morning. We'll have to switch it up in the afternoon, so let's see where we're going to head out then. But for now, first some focus work on the business. Just left the cafe where we were working and we're on our way for some lunch. We don't know where yet. We're still in search of a good spot, but just walking around and seeing anything, yeah, that seems good. For lunch we decided, instead of stopping at a cafe or something, or lunchroom, we decided to get some snacks at street vendors. So we got some things at the bakeries, hot donuts, croissants, and I think everything was around 8,000 Vietnamese dong, so that's like 30 cents something, so that's great. So that's what we got here, and in the meanwhile Jeppe is getting a banh mi, so that's like a French baguette but then with Vietnamese toppings and everything, and I think that's mostly around 20-25, so they say it's a euro, so that's great. And after that we're going back to work, but first having some food. this is our new work spot for the afternoon, although it's 11:30, so it's still quite early, as we also got some lunch earlier than normal. But we're now at Bon Cafe. It was just a 2-minute drive from the previous spot, so that was great. And now we're going to work here for the rest of the day, I think around, until dinner. So we got some new drinks. I got a lemonade and we got coffee or something. The nice thing about Da Nang is that it's full of cute cafes, so you just need to walk a few meters and you will see a new one. So that's something that I've been really loving about this city. But with our next destination in mind, we will still find that, but I'm going to be telling you more about that later in this video. So for now, the prices of the drinks, both for 40,000 Vietnamese dongs, and that's a total of around €2.90. Yeah, until every day it still amazes me the difference that you can get for the same money. Of course, it relates on a lot of different things, but yeah, it's still pretty amazing. So let's get some work in. Taking a seat outside for some refreshment and some fresh air. I think with working the whole day, also when you're working an office job or anything, it's important to be aware of yourself and go outside to have some fresh air in the meantime. It is it's almost 3 p.m, so it's also a bit later in the day. And I thought we're sitting here outside, it's also a perfect moment to give you a quick update on what I said earlier in the video about leaving Vietnam. It's so crazy to say it, but we've been staying here in Da Nang, Vietnam since the first week of July, so around 1.5 months now, and so far it's been amazing. We really love the city and the beach and all the people and the food, but unfortunately there's a mistake with my visa, so we need to leave. So we're in the process right now with immigration to make sure that everything goes smoothly and that there are no any further complications. So it means that we need to leave the city. How sad that it is, we're also happy to travel to our next destination, what will be Bangkok. It's just a 1.5 hour flight, so that's great. Easy and convenient to travel to that place. And last year we've been on vacation to Bangkok and we've truly loved it. So yeah, we're very happy to go back there. We already rented an apartment in a nice condo. So yeah, overall we're just looking forward to it. Of course, it's been a few crazy days here as we're not sure when we're leaving. Yeah, we're just waiting, sitting back, and we will see how it goes. For now, we're just trying to enjoy the last few days here in Da Nang, going to the beach, enjoying some of the last Vietnam food that we're going to have here, because Bangkok will be a different story, a completely different place, but yeah, we're still looking forward to it. So yeah, subscribe definitely if you want to see some upcoming Bangkok vlogs. This is not the end of the video, of course, because it's just the afternoon. There's coming a lot more food and a lot more of my day. But yeah, if you're excited for that, please subscribe and you will see those videos coming in the future. And for now, let's head back inside, work a few more hours, and then it's time to decide what's for dinner. From leaving the cafe, we've just been at home, chilling a bit, freshen up, and now we're out for dinner. Super excited, we're going to eat at like a local taco stand, and we also ate there before and then it was delicious. So tonight we're going to try out a different location, but it will probably be just as good. So let's hop on the bike and see you there. arrived at our spot for dinner. We had a small change of plans because it started raining, so we're back at the restaurant kind of store. So what's really special about these tacos is that it's a fusion of Taiwanese and like the Mexican tacos. They're prepared fresh by a kind lady behind in the kitchen, and they only have 4 kinds of tacos. And then you can switch it up with kind of meat you want, like pork, fish or chicken. So personally I chose 2 of the tamarind barbecue, and Jeppe chose all 4 because he's a beast. And with that we also had some french fries and of course a refreshing drink. What makes this place even more special is that they have an actual contest going on with kings and queens going for the most tacos in one time. I think the record is currently on 20 by Paulo, so if you want to try some tacos, definitely come here. They're delicious and they're also very cheap. For 39,000 Vietnamese dong you have 1 taco, so that's around 150. So we just came home from our dinner with the delicious tacos, and in the end it was 294,000 Vietnamese dong, and it ends up around 10 euros and 85 cents. So that's pretty amazing, and that included 2 drinks, fries and 6 tacos. So I think it's pretty, I think it's worth your money. So now we're going to hit the gym, so we're going to change our clothes and hit to No Limits Fitness. Normally we always gym in the morning, because we have quite some hectic days with waiting on the immigration offers and all kind of things. We haven't been going that much this week, unfortunately. We both really miss it, so it's a nice thing that we can fit it in our schedule now. It's 6 p.m. so it's also pretty early, and I think after the gym we're just going to relax and have a quiet evening. And before you go, stay until the end for the video to have a complete overview of all the costs here a day in Da Nang, but also some other examples for dinner and lunch when you're having local Vietnamese food or other Western food. So yeah, stay tuned. Welcome back. We're just home from the gym. As you can see, I already took a shower to feel fresh again, and yeah, it was quite a good gym session. Unfortunately I couldn't tell anything on camera in the gym itself because the music there was so extremely loud. But yeah, we've been at this gym since the beginning of our journey here in Da Nang, and so far we've been really loving it. It's quite sad that we actually need to leave earlier than planned, but yeah, it was a good gym. For now we're just going to chill at home, might do some last things for work, and then it's just chilling, relaxing. And tomorrow we have good news, we're able to go to the immigration office, arrange everything, and then we're also able to book our flight tickets for Bangkok. Super excited, and I think we will leave on Sunday. So now it's Thursday, tomorrow this video will come online on Friday evening, and then on Sunday we will leave to Bangkok. So that will also mean that the next Bangkok video will already be next Friday. So yeah, subscribe if you want to see that. And now for the cost. So today has actually been quite a different day because we hadn't had any lunch like at a cafe or anything, or a restaurant, as we just got some sandwiches from the bakery. So normally we eat like one time at the day at something local, and the other time or local as well, or we do something Western. So normally if we do lunch or evening, because it's quite the same dishes, I think we can spend around 100,000 Vietnamese dong or 120. So let's say that's around 4 or 5 euros. So that's really cheap. And then we have tu pha or kwang noodles, some of the most delicious things here. We've been eating them for I think almost every day, so that's something I'm going to miss when leaving Vietnam. So yeah, that's the prices where you need to think of when trying a local food. When you try Western food like pizza or anything else, you can easily go like 130 for a pizza alone, and that's like a standard pizza margherita or something. So that's what your lunch is at a local Vietnamese spot. But of course, you know, when going for Western food, that you will always pay more. I think it's still quite affordable, and it also tastes amazing if you know the right spots. So yeah, burgers, for example, hamburgers can go up to I think 160 easily. And then, yeah, of course, can go higher. You have a few high-end Michelin restaurants also here in Da Nang. And of course, then the prices will always be higher. But I think in the end, that's any place where you go to. But there are also other things really cheap, like ice cream. You can easily have ice cream for 10,000 Vietnamese dong. So that's 35 cents in euros. And we had cocktails last week at an amazing bar. And those cocktails were around 200,000 Vietnamese dongs. I think it's also a fun thing to do a video like this at every place we're going to stay at. So you can expect a video like this in Bangkok, for example, or Kuala Lumpur in Malaysia, or Chiang Mai at the end of the year when I'm staying there again in Thailand. So thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe, and if you want to see more of our daily travels, just follow me on Instagram at Otexpertise, and I hope to see you next week. Bye!